Welcome into our broadcast of You Are Enough. And I'm your host, Prophetess Nikki. Thank y'all for subscribing to our channel, liking and sharing all of our videos. Thank you for jumping over to my Instagram page at Nikki McCray and giving me your support over there. People hated the person that you have become. They never thought you'd be the person that you are today. They never thought it. God said people have been having nightmares because your face is coming before people because of not only the things that you've had to endure or the things that you've encountered at the hands of some of these people. A lot of people are having nightmares because, and it's filled with grief. It's filled with a lot of regret. A lot of people are having silent remorse. They're having silent guilt. Not only because of what they've done, now they know they will never be able to sit at your table. A lot of people understand today that they don't have a place in your life anymore. They feared the person that you will always become. Why do people fear the person that you have become? And you told people the person that God created you to be, but they couldn't see the forest from the trees. They couldn't see no further than their nose because they were judging you what you look like on the outside. People judge you for where you come from, and they knew you, the conversations that you've had, and they just couldn't get past that God would choose a person like you. But he did. And you're becoming the person that you've always told people that you wanted to be. Now they have realized this. And they're having a hard time with your transformation. People are having a hard time with your change. And the reason why, too, that people hate the person that you're becoming, the reason why people fear that greatness that will come from the outside, inside to the outside of your life, the reason why people fear the person that you have become, and the reason why they have feared you becoming this person is because they didn't know how they would react. They didn't know how they would respond to the new you. This is why people hate your transformation so much. This is why people hate it, and they feared what has happened. And that is your change, and that is your transformation. They don't know how to interact with who you are because you're not that old person. People feared your change for those reasons. They don't know how to interact with you because you're a new person. That old person, this is all they know. That old person, how you used to think, how you used to act, how you used to conduct your life. This is that person that the people that were once a part of your life are familiar with. They're not familiar with this new person, and they don't know how to interact with you. They don't know how to converse with you. They don't know how to deal with you because you're changed and they haven't. See, you've changed and they've stayed the same. So people don't know how to deal with you. And this is why people will criticize other people for the change. I mean, positive change. It's one thing whenever you do negative change in your life, but you have made positive changes in your life and people just don't know how to interact with you anymore because you're not that old person. It's insecurities that's on the inside of people that you've become who they want to be. You are changing and they've stayed the same. And they don't know how to deal with you. But God said, I'm going to reintroduce you to the world. I'm going to reintroduce you to your family. God said, I'm going to reintroduce you to your friend circle. I'm going to reintroduce you to every person that knew you. God said, I'm going to allow people to be reintroduced to the new you because that old you is dead. If people in your past are looking to have a same relationship like they used to have with you, they can hang up their hat, they can forget it, they can move on faster because you're not that person. You don't do life the same, you don't act the same, you don't talk the same, you don't walk the same. You are a different person. And God said, I got to reintroduce you to people. I got to let people know who you are now. I got to let people know the new you. And a lot of people feared this. They feared the day that you will become a changed and a transformed person. They feared the day, because when you change and they made a decision to stay in that Lodabar place, when people made a decision to stay in the past, and here you are changing, here you are evolving, here you are transforming your life. When you made a decision to do that, people feared that. They feared you would leave. They feared you would give them your absence. They feared the attachment that they had to you. They would no longer have it anymore. And they're absolutely right, because you are going from level to level. God is increasing your life from faith to faith, and he's increasing your life from level to level. They are absolutely right. And I want to let you know, family, you did the right thing by changing, by evolving. Because if you want something different in your life, you have to be willing to do what you've never done before. And unfortunately, a lot of people are just not willing to do what they need to do. This is why such a small percentage of people in life succeed. This is why. And the reason why a small percentage of people, I want you guys to see that. Isn't that a beautiful plaque? Thank you, baby, for getting that. Listen, a lot of people don't want to see your change, and they don't want to see your transformation, because they know that connection that you had with them is over. But it is over. It's done. They feared this day. You knew it would come, but unfortunately, some people wish that this day would have never came for you. They wish. Isn't that a sad thing? But this is reality. You know, as long as you are on Lodabar with people, I want you all to listen to this. And I want you to pay attention to this in your life. As long as you are in that struggle season, and the people that you deal with and you are acquainted with, as long as all of you are on the same page on that struggle season, as long as all of you are in the wilderness, as long as you and everybody that you deal with and that you're connected with, as long as they see you staying on that plateau of struggle, they'll deal with you. You're the best person in the world. You're the best. You're the ride or die. But don't change. My God, don't change. Don't make a decision and purpose in your heart that I'm getting ready to get up out of this Lodabar place because I know who I am, because you tap within and you spend time with God in prayer. See, this is what happens to you when you spend time with God in prayer. When you get that intimate and personal relationship with the Lord, God gonna speak some things in your spirit that he couldn't speak to you before, because now you're making time for God. When you make time for God, God is gonna pour his spirit even more upon your life. People hate your transformation because you've left them. But as long as you stayed in that place of stinking thinking, as long as you stayed in a place of, let me just go ahead and accept my life for what it is, it could be better. As long as you weren't trying, and as long as you weren't trying to make more progress than what they were, people were good with you. But see, that was all fake. And now you know who was really real with you and who was really fake. Because you can tell fake people from real people in your life whenever you begin to change, when your life began to evolve, when your life began to grow, and when your life began to rocket, when your life began to elevate. You are going to see people who are really authentically there for you. You're going to be able to tell these people, because your change is going to offend a lot of people. Your transformation, the successes that you're getting ready to walk into, is going to offend people who made a decision to stay in the past. These people that were in your past, they don't know how to deal with you. They don't know how to interact with you, because you're a different person. And you are. You're not the same. God said, I'm doing a new thing in your life. You wanted a transformation. You wanted to be restored. God said, okay. God said, now I'm going to snatch you away from people who don't want anything out of life. You have to love people and leave them. You can't force people to come with you. You can't force change on anybody. See, we sometimes in life, we work too hard on trying to change everybody else, and we dying. Our life is falling apart. You got to learn how to balance your life. It's great to help. It's great to edify and exhort other people, but you can never forget about yourself. Now you are learning that. And this is what God has used to cause a major change, a major transformation in your life. God said, I'm going to reintroduce you to people. You're not the same person that you used to be. You are now the person that I've always created you to be. You're going to get the respect you deserve. You're going to get the honor that you deserve. The opportunities that people took from you, God said, I'm going to give you 1,000 more blessings because of the opportunities that people thought were in their hand. But God said, I allowed everything to happen in your life. God said, I had a hand in that because I knew at this point in your life that I was going to restore your life. People don't know how to interact with you now because you're a new person. People have a lot of insecurities, and they'll take it out on you. Thank y'all for tuning in to the broadcast today of You Are Enough. Don't let anybody stop your shine. Don't let anybody stop your growth. Don't let anything in life come to stop your productivity. And don't let anybody offend you because you change for the better. You're supposed to grow. You're supposed to change. You're supposed to. God said, I'm going to pour out my spirit on all flesh in these last days. And your sons and daughters going to prophesy, and your young men, your old men going to dream dreams, and they're going to see visions. This is the season of Elijah. So cry loud and spare not. You preach the word of God in season and out of season. You preach it when people want to hear it and when people don't want to hear it. People feared this person that you will become. They've always feared it. And some part of them, they always knew that you would leave them behind. People know. They don't know in detail, but they can have a sense of it. They can sense that you're not like them. And they can sense that one day that God was going to open your eyes. They feared that. They feared the day that your eyes would become open to who you really were, because they knew, family, you were going to leave them behind. But you have no choice in the matter. Just like every man and woman in the God of the Bible, you have no choice. You had to grow. You had to elevate. You did. You had to, because it's what God has predestined and preordained for your life. You had to leave people behind. Unfortunately, family, you had to. This is a personal journey, and you're walking it out. And people are going to see your life play out in ways that they thought would never be. People are insecure. This is why they fear your change. People don't want to put the work in, but you did. And people will always criticize what they don't understand. This is why a lot of you get criticized. They're envious, they're jealous, absolutely. But a lot of people criticize what they don't understand. They don't understand how God used you. They don't understand why God used you. That's a personal problem. They need to go to God in prayer and mind their own business. So stay tuned to the next broadcast of You Are Enough. Don't y'all get scammed on this channel. You see these fake profiles of mine in the description box of the video. Stop getting scammed. So many of you this morning have emailed me, I think from yesterday or late last night, about these emails. This is not me. I'm not going to ever reach out to anybody to ask you for anything. Whatever you need to know about Prophetess Nikki is in the description box of the video. Just continue to report them and just move on with your life. God has a day ordained for scammers. God got these scammers. So don't worry about it. You worry about where you're going and what greatness that God is releasing from the inside of your belly. Share this message with somebody, because somebody needs to hear it. Like the videos for me if you are so grateful for what God is doing in your life. If you appreciate my presence, like the videos for me. Thank all of you for your support. I love each and every one of you. I am praying for you. Remember, change is happening, and it's happening faster for you day by day. God is doing a new thing in your life. You better get ready for it. Talk later. Bye-bye.